Guess Prince Charles will just never visit Israel. He said he won't visit the region until there's peace. Well, there will not be peace in our lifetime, and it's not because Israel doesn't want peace. It's because the Palestinians want Israel gone and all the Jews dead. You know, it was the British who came up with the Balfour Declaration in the early part of the 20th century, saying the Jewish people had a right to a homeland. And in 1947, in November, the UN voted to partition the area. There should be a Jewish state, Arab state, and the Arabs completely rejected it and started a war, trying to destroy, kill all the Jews who were there, including all these Holocaust survivors, Jews who lived there forever, the land of the Bible that gave to the Jewish people. That's what happened. And the Jews won. The state of Israel was declared somehow miraculously. And from that day to this, there's been unrelenting warfare and hatred from most of the Arab neighbors. Now, luckily, very nicely, there's a peace treaty with the Egyptians, with the Jordanians, there's cooperation, there's quiet cooperation with many countries. But the Palestinians are a phony people. They never existed in history. They were created by the Soviets and the Arab world to try and weaken Israel. And they have never, ever said they're willing to recognize a Jewish state. Abbas, the Fatah, they were begun in 1964, before Israel ever had Judea and Samaria in the old city. And the Palestinian Liberation Organization started. What were they trying to liberate? Obviously, all of Israel. And Israel doesn't exist on a map in Abbas's office. No Palestinian prime minister or president could ever agree to a peace treaty with Israel and live. You know, Ehud Barak and Ehud Olmert, two Israeli prime ministers, offered independence and sovereignty to the Palestinians. They offered them part of Jerusalem. They offered them the West Bank, Gaza, and they were met with violence, intifada. When you take polls of the Palestinians, overwhelming majorities support violent jihad. Now, Israel withdrew completely in 2005. There's no Israelis in Gaza. And Hamas took it over. It's a violent terrorist organization. Its charter calls for the death and destruction of Jews in Israel all over the world. And it sent 10,000 missiles aimed at Israel. Israel's had to go in a couple of times just to protect itself. Any sovereign nation in the world would do that. And in the West Bank, Abbas continues to support terrorism. Every time the Intifada, this knife attack, he talks about Jewish blood. Every time a Palestinian kills an Israeli, or they do a terrorist bombing, they're rewarded within Palestinian territories. That's what we're getting. And so this idea that's mouthed by so many that somehow Israel is intransigent, when two Israeli prime ministers offered a deal and they were turned down, Rabin went to Camp David and shook hands with Arafat, and Arafat stormed out of that meeting. The Palestinians are simply uninterested in peace. So I guess, Prince Charles, I'm sorry you've been passed over for the throne. You're never going to be king. I know you're feeling sorry about that, but I guess you just won't ever be able to visit Israel because there will never be peace. And it's not because Israel doesn't want peace. It's because the Palestinians do not want peace. They teach their children, their kindergartners, their first graders, hatred of Israel. Read their textbooks, listen to their songs, watch their TV, where their imams and from the mosques talk about killing Jews. And so I know it's PC and you got all these Muslims in your country now to deal with, but the problem is not Israel. The problem is the Palestinians. If the Palestinians tomorrow would lay down their arms and say we want to live in peace side by side with Israel, which is never going to happen, but if they did that, there would be peace. There's the only way there will ever be peace in the region.